Welcome to the Survivor Podcast. We're going to discuss what happened on the island because there are some rumors going around. I'll be talking about how the people who died, the beast who was not a real thing at all, and more importantly, about the island and how World War II affected the survival of us. The first topic we'll be talking about is people who died. My two friends that died on the island were Peggy and Simon. We never really knew Peggy's real name, so it was kind of awkward at first. But when he told us his people called him Piggy at home, we decided to call him that. Simon was more of a small kid and mostly quiet, but he's very insightful and caring. Piggy and Simon both died in bad ways, and it was honestly our fault. I will say that fully. Piggy died from Roger, because Roger had shoved a boulder down and hit Piggy off a 40-foot cliff. It killed him on impact. Simon died by us. He was carrying the so-called beast, which was basically a dead parachutist body, which we've really figured out now. And we all, out of fear, we gained up on him and kind of tore him apart. I regret that to this day. Simon would talk to the pig head, and I think he was just starting to go insane because he thought it was responding to him. I remember right before Piggy died, he said, which is better, to have rules and agree, or just to hunt and kill? Topic 2, the so-called beast. The reason we thought there was a beast in the first place was due to Sam and Eric running from the signal fire and yelling, "There's a beast," and woke us all up. The beast was in fact a dead parachutist that had landed and this caused people to die, and also the true beast was the evil and savagery that we had become. The crazy part is, if Sam and Eric didn't see that parachutist, Peggy and Simon probably alive to this day. I remember them running down and they're saying, "We've seen the beast with our own eyes." No, we weren't asleep. Topic 3, the island. This island, we didn't know where we were, so we just called it the tropical island. We had our own little landmarks on the island, like a map. The points were the signal fire on the mountain. There were reefs surrounding the island on 3 sides. Then there were the cliffs right next to the star where the plane had crashed. There were also the huts that we built, which took a long time because the little ones refused to work because they thought it was quote-unquote boring, which was funny to me. Then the meeting platform, right next to the meeting area, where I blew the conch and I would just set up a meeting, and then we would discuss. Then there was our baking pool that we used. Wasn't very fancy, but it worked. Each of these landmarks were important because one served a role. The bad part is later on, these landmarks became dangerous for me due to me being hunted by Jadstrip, who turned savage completely and actually a tribe. Topic number 4. the World War II and the naval officer. The main point of this one is about how the naval officer saved us in general, and how World War II kind of saved us, if you think about it. If World War II had been going on, the naval ships that were driving past the island would not have seen the fire and anything at all. So we probably could have been there for months and months and months. The naval officer probably thought the fire was a sign that one of his old comrades were still alive and had landed on the island by accident, or that there was an enemy on the island that was trying to spy. If the ships didn't have drive, we wouldn't be saved in general. The dead parachutist was also a big impact because of how, if that parachutist didn't have landed on our island, we probably would have had both Peggy and Simon still alive. Or if Simon and Eric did not see it in general. I think it is crazy that we survived, and I just wanted to clear up the rumors because that's what people were saying. I hope this clears the air and everything, and see you in the next episode.